Hey AO! This video is going to teach you how to do your needs analysis on HP Pro. Before I jump into it, there's a few things you want to keep in mind when you're using your needs analysis. It is such an important tool to set up your presentation. It's going to do a lot of things proactively for you so you won't have to worry about them. The first thing is it's going to help you to make sure that your client will qualify based on their current health. The next thing it's going to do is for you to be able to find out what do they currently have in place so that our program is meant to just fill gaps. We want to make sure that we're providing something that is of value, and the needs analysis is the perfect tool for you to create value and also focus on having a high ALP per sale. When you're on HP Pro, your left side toolbar, you click the needs analysis box. It's going to show you here, the first step is qualifying them based on their health. So at the top, the first thing you want to do is pick, are you going to be using the super combo application, or in some cases, you're going to use the senior application. Remember, the senior application is only for age 60 and over, and it's not available in every state or all of the provinces, so make sure you're aware of that. But depending which one you want to use, you just click that. Let's say we're using the super combo application. We're going to be asking all of these questions for the primary and for their spouse. And then you just hit continue. When you hit continue, the next page is going to be where we find out what do they currently have in place so that we can build a plan that fills gaps. That way we're creating high value, which creates a high ALP per sale and high quality of business because they're going to keep it long term when they know that it's something that they need. So when you move forward, it will first have your primary person's information already there. Really important is you do want to make sure that primary is going to be your breadwinner. So the person that you plan on putting coverage on, put that person here as primary. Then you'll fill in the spouse information. Next is going to ask you if they do have any dependent children. You can mark yes, and then if you want to enter the children, you can click the blue box and then list the children, the oldest first, and list them in order. Here's where you're going to list any insurance that they currently have. You may already know this if you asked them when you were on the family information guide. If that's the case, you can go ahead and just plug in the information here. If you have not asked them yet, this is a good time to do so. So the way I would ask is, hey, Joe and Mary, what insurance do you currently have through work? They'll tell you the amounts and you list those on the left side here for the primary and for the spouse. And then I would make sure to explain, hey, just so you know, your work insurance is great, but most of the time when you leave that job or retire, that insurance stays with your job. Just to make sure you understand that, right? So any of the work insurance I would list in the term box, since that is most likely temporary. Next, I would ask them, now what insurance do you have outside of work? They'll let you know what they have and you can type it in here. If they are unsure, you could always ask them, hey, could you grab your policies? We can make sure we get the most accurate information just because I want to make sure we provide the right program for you. Either way, just make sure you fill in the box here. And then when you're done filling it in, you hit save at the bottom right. Next, you're going to ask them, do they rent or own their home? This is really important because we can provide a program that will help pay for their mortgage or pay for their rent when they pass away. So you want to figure out how much do they pay every month. That way we can provide the correct coverage that would cover that amount. Then there's a few more questions. Do they have insurance to pay their mortgage in case of death? If they rent, you can mark the NA box. You'll also ask them if they've saved anything for their kids for a college education. And then really important is to make sure you ask them, do they bank locally? So I would ask this question by saying, hey, Joe and Mary, do you bank locally? Do you have a checking, savings, or both? Then you hit continue and it's going to take you on to the income portion. This is where we start talking about either the hour power concept or the dollar per day concept. So we do need to find out how much income are they bringing in. That way we know which to use. So the first question I would ask them, hey, Joe and Mary, how do you get paid? Is it an hourly rate? Is it a yearly salary? And you can pick here where it says income. You can then pick, do they get paid hourly, weekly, or yearly? That way the computer can do the math for you and it will tell you how much per hour to use. Let's say for our case, both primary and spouse get paid hourly, $20 each. So I'll put that there. The next we can input expenses per month. If you want to go through detailed and find out exactly what they pay for each thing and help them make a budget, you can do that. Or you could also just ask them, hey, Joe and Mary, roundabout, do you know what are your monthly expenses? Based on what they tell you, it's then going to show you a disposable income, which gives you a really good idea of how much money they have left at the end of the month after they pay all their bills. That's it. Now you know everything you need to know to be able to build the proper plan to protect this family. And the best part is that needs analysis will be copied as part of their service folder. So that if they enroll into the program, they'll see everything that you just filled out. And this needs analysis will attach in agent workspace with every policy that you upload. Here's a quick example. When you log into your agent workspace, you can check that your needs analysis was attached with all of your applications. When you view your uploaded applications, you'll see to the far right where it says needs analysis. When it turns green and you highlight it, it says mapped. That means your needs analysis was sent with that application. This is really important because we do want to make sure that a needs analysis goes with every submitted application. It's going to help make sure that our quality team at AO can send out your business as soon as possible and make sure that the clients get their protection in place right away. AO, let's grow.